Okay, let's talk about hiring. For a lot of us, it can feel like this frantic scramble, right? You know you need great people to grow, but how do you actually turn that vague need into a powerful strategic engine? Well, that's exactly what we're going to tackle today. We are going to build a clear blueprint to transform all that hiring chaos into a real strategic advantage for your company. And let's be honest, this question right here, it probably hits close to home for a lot of companies. It's such a common trap, just reacting to whatever fire is burning brightest. And that usually leads to rushed decisions and, well, hires that don't quite fit. So let's change that narrative. Let's build a proactive plan that's actually strategic, not just hopeful. All right, so first things first, we've got to lay the foundation. And this isn't just about listing a few job titles you think you need. Nope. We're creating a real hiring blueprint, one that ties every single new hire directly to your company's biggest, most important goals. This is where the strategy really begins. You know, every great plan has to start with a crystal clear objective. It's not just about what roles you're filling, it's all about the why. Are you building a core product team from scratch? Or maybe you're scaling up your marketing for a huge new launch. You've got to define that purpose first, then lock in the number of roles and, this is crucial, the budget you actually have to work with. Now this is how you make a huge, overwhelming plan feel totally manageable. Instead of staring at a daunting year-long list, you just break it down into phases. See? Phase 1, the first 3 months, is for your high priority, we need this yesterday roles. Then you move on to medium priority, and so on. This keeps your team absolutely laser-focused on what's most critical right now. And you know what keeps the momentum going? Deadlines, real concrete deadlines. For each one of those phases, you need to set firm dates for these key milestones, things like getting job descriptions finalized and launching the recruitment campaign. These dates are what turn a vague idea into an actual actionable project. Okay, so you've got your blueprint. Awesome. But now, how do you actually bring this thing to life? Well, that's where the hiring playbook comes in. This part is all about the how and the who, the practical, tactical steps to go out there and find the right people. Look, just posting a job online and crossing your fingers, that is not a strategy. A great playbook uses a smart mix of different channels. Of course, you've got your online platforms, but don't forget about professional networks and recruitment agencies. And maybe the most powerful tool of all? Your own team's referrals. The real art is figuring out which channel is right for which role. Using all those channels sounds great, right? But it can turn into total chaos and fast if nobody is clear on who's driving the bus. And that leads us to probably the most critical part of the entire playbook. Clarity here is absolutely everything. Think of it like a film crew, okay? The hiring manager, they're the director for their specific role. The HR lead is the producer, managing the whole process from start to finish, making sure it all runs smoothly. And the department heads, they're your expert consultants. When everyone knows their role, the whole production just works. Okay, you have a blueprint and a playbook. You're feeling good. But what happens when things go sideways? Because let's be real, they always do. This next part is all about building a resilient plan, one that can handle all the inevitable bumps in the road. This right here, this is the difference between panicking and being prepared. Instead of freaking out when something goes wrong, you anticipate it. What if there are hiring delays? Simple. Have interim solutions like freelancers ready to go. What if your dream candidate backs out at the last minute? You've got to maintain a pipeline of other great candidates. By thinking about the challenges ahead of time, you basically safeguard your whole strategy. You've heard it a million times, but it's true. You can't manage what you don't measure. Tracking your progress is non-negotiable, and it's just a simple 3-step loop. First, pick your tool, a spreadsheet, a fancy dashboard, whatever works for you. Second, set a rhythm for checking in, say every week. And third, the most important part, actually use that time to see what's working, what's not, and make adjustments. This plan is a living document, not something carved in stone. We've built the blueprint, the playbook, and the safety nets. So now we get to the final and maybe the most important piece of this entire puzzle. It's the ultimate alignment check. Because after all the planning, all the spreadsheets, and all the meetings, the success of your entire hiring engine can be validated by asking yourself one simple but incredibly powerful question. And this is it. This is the ultimate gut check for your whole strategy. Does your hiring plan directly fuel your company's growth milestones for the next year? And does it align with the resources you actually have? If you can answer both of those with a confident yes, then congratulations. You've done more than just create a plan. You've built a powerful engine for growth. So, there you have it. That's the framework, the way to turn hiring from a reactive chore into a strategic weapon for your company. The blueprint is in your hands now. The only question left is, how are you going to use it to build the team that will define your future?